Well, welcome back. Shares of H&R Block soaring earlier this week after the tax preparation company posted better than expected gains in revenue for the quarter, also driving the stock a $3.5 billion share buyback program, a big buyback. Joining us right now in a First on Fox interview is H&R Block CEO Bill Cobb. Bill, great to see you.
Hi, Maria. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for joining us. First, let's get to business, and that is a really strong quarter. What's behind it, and why do you think you're seeing such momentum right now?
Yeah, this is an off quarter the big quarter for us. We're the most seasonal company in the S&P 500. We do 75% of our revenues in our fourth quarter, which ends April 30th for obvious reasons.
Right, sure.
So this was a nice start to the year. Everything was within expectation, and the big news for us was essentially that we're finally able to divest our bank because regulation had been choking us through the Dodd-Frank Act. So we're now deregistered as a savings and loan holding company because we didn't need to be a bank.
Now, I just think it's extraordinary how the regulatory environment is dictating balance sheets. I mean, here you go, changing the makeup of the company pretty much, and now, your savings and loan now, you see companies like General Electric selling 50% of their earnings because they don't want to be deemed a systemically important company. It's pretty extraordinary.
Well, and for us, it was good because we can still offer our financial services partners. We're partnered with BOFI, the Bank of the Internet from the West Coast. We're going to still offer the same products. We'll have effectively a revenue share. It does dilute our earnings by about 8 to 10 cents. But for the chance to have the control over our balance sheet, this was important to us. And yet for our clients, this should be seamless because this is more the bank in the back end.
Every presidential candidate has promised for tax reform, which would mean making the tax code simpler. Do you think this will ever happen?
Well, the fundamental issue, Dagen, is the tax code is used to administer social programs. The complications really come
tax
from
expenditures.
Well, no, but they come from dependent care, child care, the Affordable Care Act. All of these social programs are administered through the tax code because they know that Americans once a year have to come and fill out the tax return. So when a social program comes up, it's like the Affordable Care Act. Right. Why is that administered through the tax code?
Yeah.
It's crazy. And that's what really a lot of our clients were so confused about last year.
That's the thing, and it only gets more confusing. And that's the problem, is it's going the wrong way. Dagen mentioned presidential candidates. So I got to think of one in particular.
We want to show the soundbite because, of course, your company made headlines after Donald Trump said he wanted to put
There's a certain person, that wanted to put you out of business.
Yeah. Listen to this, everybody.
Frankly, what we should do is start off by simplifying our current. We can start it off by simplifying our current system. Put H&R Block out of business. Knock them out. Put them out of business. A simple return, people have to go out and pay a lot of money to get help to fill out their tax returns. And I'm talking about a simple return. We have to simplify our code. We have to bring down taxes, but we have to simplify our code, Steve. It's too complicated.
Wow. Put you out of business. That was harsh.
Well, it's tough on our people, that when they hear things like that. We have 80,000 people who make their livelihood here. But, there are ways to simplify the code. It's like I said earlier about social programs. There are processes. For example, a child has 5 different definitions in the tax code. The AMT, the alternative minimum tax, you're basically doing your taxes twice. Every year we go through the extenders piece. There are ways to have an intelligent conversation about how do we make this simpler. It isn't like we want complexity. I have to train all these people.
Yeah.
We've been in business for 60 years, and even back in 1955, the tax code was pretty simple, yet people came to us for help.
But will Donald Trump, with the simplified tax code, put you out of business?
I don't think so, because when I talk about talk to Henry Block, who started the company, people always want help. This is an intimidating piece, and Congress makes the laws. Congress is the one, there's going to be 535 people any presidential candidate has to deal with.
It'll never be that simple. It will never
Yeah.
be doing your taxes on a postcard like Steve.
And it's good to have backup anyway. It's good to have somebody to kind of double check everything.
That's certainly the way we've approached. We're all about help.
There's also, but you use that song, money, money, money. right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, Mr. Trump did not like the fact that, and I didn't know it was the Apprentice song. We bought it from the OJs, and he got very incensed with us about 9 months ago. So part of this could be about that. But we weren't trying to do anything. We actually advertised on his show. So we were.
He was just mad that you didn't watch the show and didn't know.
Probably didn't know, or that the song actually applied better to H&R Block than
Bill, congratulations on all the success.
Yeah, we're
great
excited.
job for you.
Thank you, Maria.
Bill Cobb, CEO H&R Block. We'll be right back.